From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Maryland Terrapins offense is on the field for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Bringing the heat. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Hall. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wants to throw again. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy, trying to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Wide open on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. On the ground. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Notre Dame and USC has just gone final, and we have a winner in the battle for the Jules Shillelagh. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the single back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's King. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hall. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break, great job getting to the football and then securing it. A lot of times you're like, oh man, catch it, catch it, catch it. I don't have the best hands. That's why I play safety.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there and knock it away and deny the score. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hall. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Terrapins! footwork afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to pass, it's Hall. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pulls it in. It's Webb. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Back to pass. It's Washington. Got a man. It's Fleming. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Reads it, fires complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The short hands, it's Williams. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
To the air. It's Washington. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. He's got it. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Finds space on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Back to pass, it's Hall. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unleashes it on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The play action fake. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking for a man. It's Hall. The screen. He's got wheels. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Chambers. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. That's caught. It's Chambers. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Completes it in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it! And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Looking downfield, it's Hall. Going for 6. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off the play fake. Going for it all. And that one's way too far for everybody. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Pulls and fires complete. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hall. Takes the easy completion. Finding an escape route. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. open downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Terrapins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Steps away. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Hall. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Weeks. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Washington. Gets it out quickly. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. Turning it on! The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it. Spins away from the defense. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to throw, it's Hall. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Not much cooking on that drive, and now they'll hope to flip the field with this punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a...
Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for him.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
On the play. First down for the offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Maryland! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Tomlinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give out of the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Hall. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Brings up third down.
Wants to throw on third down. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they turn it into a defensive score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, defense was. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the... Lofts one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The defense elects not to replay the down, brings up 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They bring the punter onto the field now. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it to him on the screen. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Moving out of the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Dropping back, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got the first down, looking for more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They're going to ride this running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.